Well, can you believe it has been over 2.5 years since I did the last video on this garage? If you remember, it's called the most organized garage on a super low budget. And so we're gonna do an update on the most organized garage on a super low budget. Looking at this wall would be some changes. So this, as I said in my last video, is where I do all my bicycles. So if you see the last video, I had a lot more, I guess, stuff up here that was tools and things like that. I kind of like put up a bit more candy. I also put lighting all the way around. That is all on Alexa. It's all smart lighting, so I don't have to ever turn it on or off. This is probably 2 hours ago. I finally got that in. I feel that I have completed my garage for a while. It's just so cool how I think that these LEDs have come, and you know, they're so inexpensive. You can throw them up, but they really light. They have two purposes. Obviously, I think they look good, but they really light well. So here's my main station for doing bikes. You can see I have my iPad here. You'll see from my last video, my entire garage is under a database. So my kids can come in here and they can find everything without coming to me all the time and saying, hey, Dad, where's this? So it's actually worked out pretty cool. So check that out in the other video. This is my kind of brake bleeding stand. Just a few hand tools that I have nice and handy. This is a new toolbox since the last video. So now I kind of have a bit more room to put stuff on, and this is a whole other separate set of tools from my other things, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Here's just parts that are some things that I need for a bike. Now I've been able to clear this up. I now have a pump that I can just set and forget and put on the tire and keep working on the bike, so I kind of like that, and a little bit of storage. Here's the bike stand and just parts. This is also a new toolbox, and it's really good. I can keep more motorcycle tools in here. This is my wrap station. This is where I keep all the wires and everything for bikes. You know, any files I need. And then I think I got, a couple gloves and just some more gloves. This is new. This used to be an old bulletin board here, but someone on Marketplace was selling, this is all aluminum. This is one piece of aluminum. Well, not one piece, it's all been welded, but a person made this, put lighting in the background. And then I just ordered this from, not Temu, but AliExpress. And kind of, it's like Big A Garage. If I was ever to have a whole garage syndicate, I would want to maybe just have it like this, Big A Garage. So this is pretty cool, and I think I paid like $20 for this and $20 for this, so it's kind of like a cool new, and my first name starts with an A. I guess I should probably premise that, because it'd be really weird just to buy an A. So yeah, it actually fits with my name. And then here's kind of like where I keep my motorcycle stuff. I've got a charger back there for my helmet, and you know, just kind of nice and organized and clean. You can see here, I think I just added the Honda flag, and nothing else has really changed here. This is kind of my latest project. It's a 2016. I've gone through it and made it what I think is perfect. The back end there is kind of my own custom rear end. I was wondering what people would think of it. Drop me a comment. And yeah, I've gone through the entire bike, kind of made it my own hyper naked. Lots of parts from different other motorbikes. Redid the suspension. Redid a lot of stuff on it. But I'd be curious to see what people think of it. Like I said, drop me a comment. See if you know what it is. No one's ever been able to identify it yet. So I'm sure there's a lot of wise people out there on the internet that will be able to tell me what that is. This corner here, not much has changed. I took my bike out of here, so it's kind of nice and open, and that motorbike moves back and forth when I'm working on other bikes. Pretty well everything here is as organized as it was, but I did add a TV set. Really nice to have for when you want to a YouTube video or if a hockey game or football game's on. It's pretty nice. This has all been, I've got these nice little toolboxes, and really cleans things up here. And it's so nice because it keeps things out of the dust. So the more things you can have in drawers, we all know from garages that they are places where everything collects dust. There's, you know, just things like keeping sunglasses in here. This one, what do I have? Oh, these are actually, these ones play music. They're pretty cool. These are cases for when I ride my motorbike. What's over here? More sunglasses. It looks like I just keep sunglasses. Oh yeah, and here's the remote for the TV and little mirror ball stuff. Moving over here, I think nothing's, I redid all the lighting underneath just to get it brighter. When you get old like me, nothing can be bright enough. Oh, and my vise, I got these. These are nice. If you can ever pick up these, they have magnets on them, and they just magnet in there, but they don't wreck everything that you put in the vise, which vices tend to do. So underneath is one of my big toolboxes. This one is the toolbox I use the most. So here's pretty well every socket I think that I own, socket and ratchet, and big sockets, little sockets, big ratchets, little ratchets. You can see them all there. Even the electronic ratchet, everyone's got to have one of those. Then we get into my mess of screwdrivers. I have screwdrivers all over the garage, but these are kind of like ones that are unique. They're the tiny ones, or your kit for taking everything out, or just kind of extra screwdrivers you need for prying sometime. Here are all of my Imperial wrenches and Allen wrenches. This would be all of my metric wrenches or SI. Here is kind of my catch-all. I've got some cordless Craftsman tools, and then just, you know, when you drop something, this is my if you drop something drawer, all the little claws and grabbers and everything. This is all of my electronic, or if I'm doing any electrical, any soldering, anything like that, I try to keep it all here. As you can see, these are all labeled with magnets, so I can, you know, I can take these on and off. Ooh, these are on good. They're not permanent, and they're pretty cheap to make, and I would recommend it, because if you ever want to sell your toolboxes or whatever, then people don't like stickers all over. I don't. So it's a good alternative. Here's where, again, I got a lot of Allen wrenches and a couple other things that I know where they're at. These are all the thin wrenches. If you know, you know. We got a lot of just pliers. This is all oil change stuff. I showed you last video, I just made these out of shelving. Down here, more wrenches. This just keeps them super, super organized. And again, this is just cheap shelving that you can get at Home Depot. And then down here is just basically, I got a few saws and lots of sanders. So here we're in the one corner of my garage. All of this is new. I didn't have this here last time. So again, just some more organization. Tried to organize my side shelves. This is new. Just again, gives really nice corner lighting. Compressor, you know, garbage, just all my oil stuff is in there when I do oil changes. I do keep the big jugs of oil in my shed, but my motorcycle stuff I have there. All of this is what was here last time, I'm pretty sure. And again, if you want to check out, you can see how there's a K3. That's how I can find something when I go to my database. If I'm looking for, you know, 5-inch or 3-inch screws and it says, oh, it's in K3, then I know where to go. Okay, so it's a pretty simple system, but it has saved me a lot of time. Again, another toolbox. I won't go through the drawers because they're in the last video. This was here last time, I'm pretty sure. This is kind of a charging station. All my chargers are in here. Here's a few just things that I use with my, gotta have a screw gun handy at all times, so it's in a holster in here that I use quite a bit. This, if you look at the last, I welded this and made this for, this is kind of my metal station. This cupboard is brand new. I'm kind of proud of this because I paid $88 for this, but it's just nice to be able to, now I can keep all of my cordless tools. I used to have them in a drawer and find it just really nice to have them easy in, out, in, out. And organizing tape measures and clamps and my glasses. And what was I saying before? It's just nice to keep everything out of the dust. So now that doesn't collect dirt and everything that sits out. This station I talked about before, I made this so I can easily pull this to get my grinder out instead of having it on a shelf, and pulling it out and plug it in is just ready to go. My drill press, my grinder, and again on a base that I had found, and just made this so it's a little bit easier to use, rolls around. Here's my welder down below and my chop saw. I've got my air and power here. Here's kind of where I'm hanging all my helmets and stuff. A light if I ever need it. That's a new kind of neon light as well that I think looks pretty cool there. I can light things up. Addition I just put in, it was always quite dark at this end of the garage. So LED lights were just put up not long ago. And there's even one behind here you don't see that shines back there, that it just lights up this area a lot better. That it was quite dark here all the time. It was quite dark to work on this side of the vehicle. It was very dark to work in the hood, because when the hood's up, those are the only lights. And I can't put lights here because my garage is so low. And if you see from the first video, we're actually underground, sort of. So this is a low roof, which has, of course, its challenges. A guy was selling some really cool aluminum signs. So I got the old classic Toyota sign there that I just love those colors of the old, and really enjoy working on Toyotas and like Toyotas. So this is another sign I like. I grew up on a farm and I just love that slogan, nothing runs like a deer. And you would be surprised how hard it is to get signs with this slogan on it. And even though it's not an old classic sign, they're still very hard to find. Here, same guy. Again, just a neat concept. Piece of aluminum. He's got some beautiful decals he's just putting on it. But I love the look of it, and I just love the clean look of his signs. And here's kind of a cool find. Is this Snap-on sign. If you look around, every toolbox I have has the Snap-on logos on them. And like I said in the other video, these are not Snap-on toolboxes. They're just kind of generic toolboxes, but off of AliExpress you can buy the Snap-on, and I love the Snap-on logo. I think it looks kind of cool. Again, these used to be my old kitchen cabinets, and I just painted them red, and then I put some Snap-on labels on them as kind of a joke. But even in the last video, I prefaced that these are my kitchen cabinets, and these are just fake Snap-on. But I still got people comment saying, low budget garage, you have Snap-on toolboxes. So I don't know if people don't really watch all the video well nowadays. I have no idea. But anyway, these are not real Snap-on. Just when you want to comment, these are not real. But think, talking about that, maybe if you could leave a comment, what do you think of my changes? Mostly it was cosmetic stuff, I guess, and a few toolboxes and some organization and some lighting. But to me, it's just a nice evolution. You always, I think, are going to be changing and updating and making things better. I want to thank everybody for subscribing and visiting the last video. We would love to get this video right here up to 1 million views. So please stop by. For this one, please like, please subscribe, please share it with any of your friends that need to organize their garage. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.